It's Grandma T. I was just looking at my reflection in the mirror, getting ready to do another story with you today. You know what a reflection is, don't you? I have a question. Who does your reflection look like? You! That's right. But when you were a little baby, did you know that? Have you ever seen when sometimes an adult will pick a baby up and the baby sees his or her reflection in the mirror? And they might not know that that's their reflection. They look and they smile and they say, "Baby," but they don't know that they're the baby. That's kind of what happens in the story that we're going to share today. And there's something else that I think is a really, really important lesson about this story today. And I think it's a story that kind of applies to what's going on right now. You know how sometimes things out in the world might seem a little scary and we don't know what's going on, and we hear adults talking about it and we're just not sure of things? Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens in this story today too. But the character in this story, a little raccoon, learns to be brave and finds out that things aren't so bad after all. You know, I have a pillow up here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get this. This is from my little granddaughter's room, and it says, "Though she be little, she is fierce." And that's by Shakespeare. It's from a play that a man named Shakespeare wrote called A Midsummer Night's Dream. And that's what this little raccoon in the story learns. This little raccoon learns that, yes, I have to be careful. Yes, I have to listen to my mom. I have to do what big people tell me in order to stay safe, but I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to smile. So, oh, excuse me. Somebody's saying something to me. What? You want to talk too? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you. This is my little friend. This is Little Raccoon. And Little Raccoon wants us to get started with the story. Okay, Little Raccoon, we can do that. What's the name of the book? The name of the book today is Little Raccoon's Nighttime Adventure. And here it is. Little Raccoon's Nighttime Adventure. And there you can see Little Raccoon on the cover. This book is by Lillian Moore, and it's illustrated by Deborah Borgo. Little Raccoon was little, but he was brave. One day, Mother Raccoon said, "Tonight the moon is full. Can you go to the running stream all by yourself, Little Raccoon? Can you bring back some crayfish for supper?" Do you know what a crayfish is? Who knows? It lives in the water, and it's a little animal that's kind of the shape of a lobster. Do you know what a lobster is? They're the shape of a lobster, but a crayfish is much smaller. They're a crustacean, and raccoons like to eat little crayfish. "Oh, yes, yes," said Little Raccoon. "I'll bring back the best crayfish you ever ate." As I said, Little Raccoon was little, but he was brave. That night, his mother said, "Go now, Little Raccoon. Walk until you come to the pool. You will see a big tree lying across the pool. Walk across the pool on the tree. The best place to dig for crayfish is on the other side. So little Raccoon went off in the bright moonlight. And there he goes. He was so happy and so proud. Here he was, walking in the woods all by himself for the very first time. And soon he met Old Porcupine. Have you ever seen a porcupine? Do you want to touch a porcupine? They have sharp, needly-like quills. But they're good animals too. All by yourself? Said Old Porcupine. Where are you going? Well, I'm going to get crayfish for supper, little Raccoon said so proudly. Well, be careful, little Raccoon. You don't have quills, you know. Now, he said that because raccoons don't have quills, they just have fur. But porcupines have quills, and they use those for protection. I'm not afraid, said little Raccoon, and on he went. There's the old porcupine talking to him. Soon he came to a place where the sweet grass grew. There was a big skunk. Have you ever smelled a skunk? Ew. But they're pretty, they're black and white. Well, where are you going all by yourself? She asked. Little Raccoon told him. Well, be careful, said Big Skunk. You can't squirt smells, you know. So again, what are we learning? What does the skunk use her smell for? For protection. Little Raccoon ran on. Not far from the running stream, he saw Fat Rabbit. Where are you going all along, lone little Raccoon, he asked. Well, I'm going across the pool to find crayfish, little Raccoon told him. Oh, said Fat Rabbit. Aren't you afraid of it? Afraid of what? Asked little Raccoon. Of the thing in the pool, said Fat Rabbit. I am. Well, I am not, said little Raccoon, and he ran on. And there's Rabbit. And there's our friend little Raccoon. Wonder what he was talking about that's in the pool. Soon he came to the tree that was lying across the pool. There, I'll show it to you right away so you can get an idea what it looks like. See the tree that had fallen down? And that's the way to get across the water. Little Raccoon started to cross. He did not want to think about the thing in the pool, but he just had to stop and look down. There he is looking down. You're so smart. I bet you can figure this out already. Something was looking up at him. Look at it. Don't tell. Little Raccoon did not want to show that he was afraid, so he made a face. And the thing in the pool made a face too. A mean face. Little Raccoon turned and ran. He did not stop until he saw a big skunk. "What is it? What is it?" asked Big Skunk. "There's a big mean thing in the pool," cried Little Raccoon. "Well, take a stone with you," said Big Skunk. "That will show the thing that you have a stone." And here's the skunk giving Little Raccoon a stone. Well, Little Raccoon did want to bring home the crayfish. So he took the stone and he walked back to the pool. Little Raccoon looked down into the water and he held up the stone. But the thing in the pool held up a stone too. A big stone. Do you see what's going on? Do you have this figured out? Little Raccoon was brave, but he was little. So he ran and he ran and he did not stop until he saw old Porcupine. He told him about the thing in the pool. And he had a big stone too, said Little Raccoon. There he is. He's telling him that story. "Well, go back with a stick this time," said old Porcupine. So Little Raccoon took a sturdy stick and he walked back to the pool. This time, Little Raccoon held up his stick and he shook it. But the thing in the pool had a stick too. I can hear you. Well, Little Raccoon dropped his stick and he ran. Past Fat Rabbit, past Big Skunk, past old Porcupine, and he did not stop until he was home. Shall we see that? Follow the trail. Did your eyes follow the trail past all the animals? Start up here. And end right there. Can your eyes follow that? Little Raccoon told his mother all about the thing in the pool. "I wanted to go for crayfish all by myself," he said sadly. "We'll go back to the pool, Little Raccoon. This time, just smile. Smile at the thing in the pool." And there's the mother giving baby Raccoon hugs. And what was her advice? To smile. "Is that all?" asked Little Raccoon. "Are you sure?" "I am sure," said his mother. Little Raccoon was brave, and his mother was sure. So he went all the way back to the pool. Little Raccoon made himself stand still. He made himself look down. Then he made himself smile in the pool. And the thing in the pool smiled smiled back. Little Raccoon was so happy, and he actually began to laugh. And the thing in the pool laughed too. I love this part. Look at this double page spread. Here we have a frog and some cattails growing, and there's the long tree, and there's little Raccoon, and he's happy and smiling and even laughing. And whatever it is in the pool is now that's in the pool is now laughing too. What do you think? Well, now it wants to be friends, thought little Raccoon. So now I can cross. And he ran to the other side of the pool and he began to dig. Soon he had all the crayfish he wanted, because the crayfish are living in the kind of muddy waters at the edge of the pool. On his way back, he waved to the thing in the pool. And guess what? The thing in the pool waved back. Little Raccoon ran all the way home with the crayfish. Oh, my, this crayfish is so good, said his mother. Well, I can go alone anytime now, said little Raccoon. I'm not afraid of the thing in the pool. I know, said his mother. And little Raccoon looked at his mother. Tell me, he said, what is the thing in the pool? Oh, Mother Raccoon began to laugh, and then she told him. The end. Oh, wait, little Raccoon has something to say. I think that would be a good idea too, little Raccoon. Do you want to tell them? Would you like me to tell? Little Raccoon says that it's just like in the story, that sometimes things on the outside might be some things we don't entirely understand. And if we don't know about it, we're a little bit frightened sometimes. And it keeps us from doing things that we would normally do. But little Raccoon's talking to his mother, so that's what I want you to do too. If you start to get scared or you hear about something you don't know about it, talk to a grown-up person. Have them explain it to you. And you'll find that you are fierce and you are brave, but you are smart and you are careful. And when we're smart and when we're careful, there's a lot of things we can do. So, little Raccoon says, bye-bye. And Grandma T says bye-bye too. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye.